Hello class 10C. In our last class, we discussed about classification of bases, acidity of a base, and then we have also seen classification on the basis of acidity, that is monoacidic base, diacidic base, triacidic base, along with examples. Then we also discussed about the physical properties of bases. Now, today we are going to see the preparation of bases, how we can prepare bases, and then the chemical reactions. So the first, we can prepare the bases from metals, as metal reacts with oxygen to form base. Say for example, if you take sodium and reacts with oxygen atom, it will form sodium oxide. Or if you take magnesium, it reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide, which are base. They are base because when you dissolve in water, will give you hydroxide. They will form hydroxide. Next, the second is by the action of water on reactive metal. So if you have got a reactive metal like sodium and potassium, when they react with water, it can form base or alkali along with hydrogen gas. Say for example, sodium reacts with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. So that this will be the second preparation. The third preparation will be by the action of water on metal oxide to form base. Say for example, sodium oxide reacts with water to form sodium hydroxide, potassium oxide reacts with water to form potassium hydroxide. And number 4 will be by double decomposition. That means when salt solution reacts with base or alkali, it will form basic hydroxide and normal salt. Say for example, we have taken the example of FeCl3, that is ferric chloride, reacts with sodium hydroxide to form ferric hydroxide FeOH3 plus NaCl. And it can also be reacted with copper sulfate to form sodium hydroxide to form copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate. So this how we can prepare the bases. Other preparations, well, we have to see by the action of oxygen on metal sulfide. So if you have got metal sulfide also, when you react with oxygen, it will form metallic oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Example, zinc sulfide reacts with oxygen to form zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide, and these are base. Okay, these are base. Similarly, by we can also produce by decomposition of metal carbonate and metal nitrate. Metal carbonate, say for example calcium carbonate, on heating will give you calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So our calcium oxide is a base. Similarly, copper carbonate can give you copper oxide and carbon dioxide. Similarly, instead of carbonate, if you take metal nitrate as well and carried out thermal decomposition, it will form basic oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. That is calcium carbonate, calcium nitrate on heating gives you calcium oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So these are how we can prepare basic oxide or bases by different chemical reactions. Soluble sodium hydroxide is prepared by heating sodium carbonate with slaked lime. So we can also prepare sodium hydroxide by reacting with sodium carbonate and calcium. So by the use of two base, we can generate another base. Okay, sodium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide can be prepared by dissolving ammonia gas in water. So to obtain ammonium hydroxide, which is the base, weak base, it can be prepared by dissolving ammonia gas into water to form ammonium hydroxide. Fine. So that were the preparations of bases. Now we'll focus on chemical properties of bases. That means the chemical reactions of bases. So the first one is strong alkalis absorb carbon dioxide from the air to form carbonates. So when you have got a strong alkali, when they react with carbon dioxide, they form carbonate and water. Example, sodium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide to give you sodium carbonate and water. Similarly, if you take instead of sodium hydroxide base potassium hydroxide, it will form potassium carbonate and water. And as we know that when base react with acid, salt and water is produced. Say for example calcium hydroxide with HCl, it will form calcium chloride and water. Next is they precipitate as insoluble metallic hydroxide when added to the solution of salts of heavy metals like copper, iron and zinc. So when you take a metallic salt and react with base or alkali, it will form salt and insoluble hydroxide. Say for example copper sulfate plus ammonium hydroxide gives you ammonium sulfate plus copper hydroxide, which is insoluble hydroxide. and when they are warmed with an ammonium salt, ammonia gas is given out. So when the base or alkali are heated with ammonium salt, ammonia gas is formed. Say for example, the general equation is ammonium salt plus alkali giving you salt plus water plus ammonia. So when you take ammonium salt as ammonium chloride, react with sodium hydroxide, it will form salt, sodium chloride, water and ammonia gas. Fine. So these were the chemical reactions of bases. Now your today's assignment number 7. Question number 1. Give one balanced equation for the preparation. Number A, from metals. B, by the action of water on reactive metals, by double decomposition, and by decomposition of salt. So you just give a 1-1 balanced equation for this preparation of base. Okay. Next, question number 2 is write the chemical equation for the following. What happens when sodium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide, calcium hydroxide reacts with HCl, copper sulfate reacts with ammonium hydroxide, and ammonium chloride reacts with sodium hydroxide. So what they are going to form. So complete this assignment and send it in my mail.